what I can do for you, what this is, the police department, as you know, is located on the corner of Main and Franklin. The back edge of the police department is along the Pig Narrow Brook, and you hit the the Franklin Street Bridge. What the city is proposing to do is, in a small grass area near the bridge, is construct a pump station, a small pump station. Because what's happening now, most people don't know this, underneath the bridge where the deck is, the sanitary sewer line is below the deck. So when the Pig Narrow Brook floods, and it does, debris comes rushing down, it gets caught between the deck and the pipe. Very dangerous. And debris gets caught, it could get dislodged, and you've got raw sewage dumping into the brook. So what the city is proposing to do is they're proposing the pump station and then to construct a force main that then it hugs the deck between the spans of the bridge. So instead of there being a gap, it's right up against it.
Stuff can't get gunked up in there.
Exactly, but to do that, because of the elevation change, they need to pump it. So what they've provided, and this is in the floodplain, if you remember, the police department's a portion of the police department's in the floodway. The pump station's here, it's underground. I've already approved the pump station, but it's a wet well, that's what they call it. Underground, the only thing that's exposed is the electrical equipment, which I believe is about 4 feet off the ground, and there's a meter pit here. The floodplain it meanders up, and it's got a base flood elevation of 381, okay? All the spot grades through here are at 382, 382.5, so they're already above the base flood. They're not doing any filling, they're just doing work in the floodplain, okay? If those spot elevations were below 381, say 380, and they needed to bring it above, then they'd be filling, and that's a different type of application. So based off of what I've seen here, they comply with the floodplain regulations. They're not doing any filling, so there's no need for compensation. There's no structure, so it doesn't need to be a foot above the base flood. They're not doing any work in the designated floodway. So basically that's what my staff report would say.
Okay,
Didn't
so
have time.
basically we have to make a motion to approve the revised floodplain permit.
Correct, and I would have the standard, you have to comply with the approved plan. Obviously, the engineering department has signed off on this, it's their plan. You would see the standard conditions. The only thing you're not going to see is the requirement for an elevation certificate.
Application for revised floodplain permit as per revised floodplain permit application.
Motion, I think that was a motion to approve. Is that done? A second? A second. Is everyone comfortable? We don't have a report, but everyone, Jen's report was Okay, motion made and seconded. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, this revised floodplain permit is approved.